Video is about the most common topic, the most common, we can say the most common thing that ever happened in Tableau, and that is the maps. Maps is the most common thing used in the Tableau by most of the people, and most of the people know Tableau by their capabilities, advanced capabilities through maps. Let's explore some of the basics. No, we are not going so many advanced, but we are just covering the basics here, how the maps work and how we can work with maps in Tableau. So let's begin. We have the same data set of sample superstore here. So now let's consider we want to look at the map. So how are we gonna look at the map in the canvas? So that's how it will work. We have the country here. We have region, state, province, city. So what are we gonna do? If you want to look at the country or the region, then we have to double click on that. So now look at this. If you can see that here we are seeing countries here, and the blue dot represents countries. As you guys can see, the blue dot represents the countries, and it all the rest of them all represent the states. So why we are showing two countries here? That's because we have the data of only two countries. The rest are all states here. So let's say if we want to look at the region, so how we will see the region? The region will be only of the state it is showing. So let's double click on the region. Let's remove this and this, and let's generate it for region. So now if we want to look at the region south, let's make it more clear. Let's put it into color. Okay, let's make it a little bit more clear. Let's put it into map. So here we go, and let's put the region into label. Okay, so here we can see that it's more clear now. So that's how we gonna do with things, or that's how we gonna look at it. So that's how we gonna look at the simple map, or if you want to work with. So let's remove all and let's go for city. We can just double click it. We don't have to drag into the canvas, so we can just double click it. So here we go. So it's the representing the city. Cities, it doesn't mean states. State is something else, and in states we have cities. So that's some of the basics things that we can do. Then we are here a little bit of background layers. So in maps we have different background layers. So here we have light, here we have normal, and as you can say, here we have outdoors, here we have satellite, and there are different type of these are some of the maps layers, we can say. Let's say if we want to wash out, so it will remove everything and just map will remain. So here if you want to look at it dark, so it will remove the rest of the thing. And if you want to make remain only the map, so that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna wash out all, and you're gonna select the normal here. We can say the light. So that's how the rest of the maps is wash out. So that's how it will work. And while there are still many things we can look at it, we can look at the data layer, or we can say we can look at the other things. So that's just some type of basics. So let's do some advanced. We can say let's create something. Let's create something in the map that will tell us something. Okay, so we have here the state. Let's put the state. Let's see the state wise. Okay, so let me put it to map here. So let's remain it the same automatic. So okay, we want to look at the, let's say we want to look at the different states which we have, how many profit are there in the different states. So let's drag the profit to the label, and here we go. This is showing the profit. Let's say we want to look at the color, so we want to drag the profit here. So that's how it is showing in the color. The more, the darker it is, so it have more profit, or the more lesser it is in yellow, so it have less profit. So if we want to look at this same colors with states, so let's put the states again. Let's put the state into label. So let's say here we are seeing also with states. If you want to look at these things in some type of other format, like not in the colors one, so let's say if you want to look at the you can say the sales. So if I put the sales here, let's say we want to put it a density map and we want to change the color. Okay, so if you want to look at the density, so let's put the postal code into label. Okay, so here we go. So here, which represents the more darker line, mean there are more sales here. You can see there were very yellow lines, and there are, because this color we set here are temperature diverging. So that's how the maps work. It's just type of a simple overview. We have more advanced things in the maps. We have calculations. We have different dual axis maps. We can create even four maps in one format. We can create different, like we can create different, then we can merge it and we can put different things. So that's the maps is kind of more advanced topic. We just cover the basics. So that's how maps work in Tableau.